In this video I'm going to be doing an install of these Traveler LED lights. Look kind of like this. They have the plug on them. Right there. We got the plug. So what you're going to have to do, if you don't plan on wiring these, they come with these little pigtails like this, which are okay if you're going to wire them into factory wiring. We're not going to do that today. So I'm going to be using this wire harness that you have to buy separately, of course. This just consists of a relay and a switch, and you connect it right to your battery. And so what my intention is with this, I'm going to be doing it on a tractor, so it's not going to be in a car. I'm going to basically disconnect the switch. This red one's going to feed the switch power, and this blue one right here is what's going to activate the relay. There we go. So this red one's going to feed power. This is going to activate the relay. This just supplies power, or ground, excuse me, for the switch to light up. And then of course you got your power and ground that's going to go to the battery. So let's get over to the tractor and get started on that. One of the things I'm going to use is, I'm not going to do any hard wiring. I'm just going to use a fuse tap or an adder circuit and wire the switch in that way. So let's get over to the tractor and I'll show you where I'm at. So on this tractor, it's a kubota. The battery lives underneath the cowl below the steering wheel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be wiring the power and ground to the battery like you're supposed to. Then I'm going to come up here to the fuse box. I'm going to be testing this bottom fuse right here because that is the work lights. I'm going to test that fuse to see if that turns on with the headlights. This way the lights will come on with the headlights. What I'm using for that is just a simple multimeter. Right here. It's not the fanciest, but it's a Harbor Freight special. So, set this up so I can see it here. And my lead broke, so I'm using a paper clip. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna turn the key on. Turn the headlights on. This tractor is diesel, so you'll hear some funky noises from a diesel tractor like this. Just check my meter, make sure it's working. And it is. Okay, so I see power on the fuse. I'm going to reach up and click off the lights to see if that power goes away. And it does not. So I can't use that fuse like I wanted to. Let's check this one. So plan B. So I guess what I'll have to do is I'll just have to piggyback off of the wiring coming from the switch, which can be found over on the other side, which is not a big deal. Sometimes you can get away with doing it this way, sometimes you can't, and as you can see I can't because these fuses are live with the keys on. Turn this off so I don't run the battery dead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get over there and I'm going to see what I can find out, and once I figure that out I'll be back with you. Okay, so I figured out, when you come over here you got this plug here. It's got multiple wires in it. It's going to be a solid yellow wire on this particular tractor, and that becomes live when you turn the lights on. So let me turn the key back on. Get to set up on my meter down here. So you see the meter, and this is hooked to ground and the power. So the switch is off currently. Let's kick the switch on. The lights did come on up front. I don't know how well you can see that, but the lights did come on, and as you can see it's 11 volts because the battery's a little weak, but shut it off, boom, turn it back on, you got power again. So that's the wire I'm just going to tap into for power, to power the relay when the lights turn on. This way I don't have to worry about cutting any of the wiring in the back or anywhere else. It's all right up here, and I'm just going to simply piggyback off of that wire there. So I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have the wiring tapped in there. I'm just hooked to my lead right now with my multimeter here. So I have the key off. I'm going to reach over, kick the key on here. Okay, the key's on, as you can hear. Switch is off. And just like that we have power. And there it is off. On again. Off. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the key off. I'm going to take the blue wire that's on the switch. It's all unraveled here. Take this blue wire. It's on the switch. Okay, that center one. I'm going to take it off the switch and connect it to that wire right there. And when I do that, and when we turn the lights on, that will energize the relay and then shut the relay down when it's not being used. This way, I don't have to drill a hole in the dash to mount the switch, because there's not much room in the dash. So, let me get to that here. Let me get this wiring all unplugged. But you got to do it by the red wire first. And you can't just take these off. I don't know if this thing will focus on that or not. It's got a little locker right there. So, you have to push that down and pull those off. I grounded it. I relocated the ground to right here, which is a good one. Then I have the power wire connected to the battery here. And there's a fuse, easily accessible in case it ever needs to be changed. And I mounted the relay right here. And then for the other side, you just saw the wiring going along. I got it zip tied here. Going across. Go around to the other side here. And you can see I have this connected here like this. I gotta heat shrink that. Then I'm gonna put some tape over the other two wires here. This one here is hot right now. And this is just a ground. And that was going to the switch, which, like I said, I'm not gonna be using. As you can see, I got it wired into the direct headlight switch here. I don't have a light plugged in to that wiring over there, but that kicks the relay on, and then it does everything else like it should. So I'm gonna conclude this video here. This is gonna be a part 1 right here. I'm gonna make a part 2 tomorrow because it is late and kind of chilly. Part 2 will consist of me running the wire along and mounting the lights onto the roll bar here and figuring out how we're gonna aim them on the back of the tractor. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and when you do, click the post notifications so that way you can tell when part 2 rolls out.